We have a mom who just lost their son. He also had a child. He was a brother, a grandchild.
New efforts in Madison to cut down on gun crimes after the city's first homicide of the year.
Baseball's opening day and the weather is shaking up the schedule. What it means for the Brewers and the Cubs.
We're getting a little flaky, and I'm not just talking skip get out on plans. We are tracking some snow showers moving into the picture this morning. We're going to time those out coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, if you can call it that. Happy with snow moving into the viewing area.
Yeah, we've got weather creeping into the viewing area that could disrupt the morning commute. We'll get to Chris's forecast in just a moment. First, though, continuing coverage on Madison's first homicide of 2022 and how it has many in our area worried this morning.
Now, community leaders are looking for ways to make sure that type of violence doesn't continue, trying to stop it before it gets to that point. CEO and president of Focused Interruption, Anthony Cooper, says he's frustrated those involved in the shooting thought picking up a gun was ever the right answer.
It was senseless. Another young man, and now multiple young men, their life has been affected by death.
Anthony says he wants to build community relationships to stop the violence, but knows people need to take some initiative.
Just really being able to see, like, hey, look, if we know that there are someone who wants change, we're willing to do whatever we can to be able to help them. You shoot me, I shoot you. There's nothing that's going to be solved with that.
Members of Focused Interruption have been in contact with the families of both the shooter and the victim. They say they're helping those folks work through the trauma, letting them know they're not alone. Happening today,
Avian Howard will be in court after crashing a stolen car on the Beltline. It was stolen back on March 18th from a home in Sun Prairie. Police tracked that car as it moved towards the Beltline and eventually crashed. Howard is being charged as the driver. He faces felonies for driving a vehicle without consent and a misdemeanor for resisting an officer. He'll be in court at 8:30 this morning. Also in court today in Rock County, a Beloit teenager accused of killing another teenager. Investigators arrested Dante Wilson over Labor Day weekend at Beloit Memorial High School while possessing a gun. He faces charges for first-degree intentional homicide and possessing a firearm on school grounds while under the age of 18. Continuing coverage out of Minnesota this morning. No criminal charges filed in the fatal police shooting of Amir at a Minneapolis apartment. Officials say there isn't enough evidence to file charges against the officer who shot and killed the 22-year-old during the execution of a controversial no-knock warrant. Police went into that apartment looking for a murder suspect, but Locke was not the man they were looking for. Starting tomorrow, Minneapolis police will no longer be allowed to use those no-knock warrants. They're being prohibited in that city. The new policy requires officers to repeatedly knock and announce their presence as well as their purpose before entering the premises. To the avian flu now, new information. The Department of Ag, Trade and Consumer Protection discovered some new cases at a commercial poultry facility in Jefferson County and a backyard flock in Rock County. Officials say both cases appear to be independent and came from wild birds coming into contact with the flocks. It is opening day for Major League Baseball and day one of the Brewers campaign for an NL Central championship again. Oh yeah, the pitching staff the Brew Crew bringing to the table makes them the favorites to take the division for a second straight season. Corbin Burns gets the ball for the Crew today. There's a lot of excitement on the team surrounding opening day. Craig Counsell loves it. Burns, though, says he's already dialed in.
Opening day it's always something to look forward to. No matter how many times you've done it, no matter where you're doing it, opening day is a fun day for all of us.
Personally, I tried not to make any game bigger than the last. You know, when you start making games bigger than they actually are, I mean, it's still a baseball game. So if you go out there and you try to put added pressure and added adrenaline, you're going to go out there and you're going to do things that you haven't done in the past.
The Brewers and the Cubs, now the first game of the season at 1:20 today. Get this, New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox were supposed to kick off the season for the MLB at 12:05. That game, though, was postponed in preparation for bad weather. Another game not happening today, the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. There is snow expected in the Twin Cities today, so both those games will be made up tomorrow.
That snow in the Twin Cities is affecting our forecast this morning. Chris Reese is tracking it for us. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we start out in the Twin Cities this morning where the snow is really coming down over really to St. Paul and the Minneapolis metro. The west side, closer towards places like Maple Grove and Plymouth, getting some heavier snow this morning as well. This is the reason those games have been postponed. But you zoom things out, and all of this is going to be rotating into parts of southern Wisconsin as we go throughout the morning, and that is already starting to happen. You see that snow really northwest of Madison at this point, but it arrives in Madison in the next hour or so. You work your way towards Camp Douglas and Viroqua. This is where a lot of that snow has been. Sparta, La Crosse has seen a lot of that snow as well this morning. In the meantime, we are cloudy. It is just a matter of time for us. 37 as you head out the door right now. Our wind chill down at 31, and it is breezy at times. Monroe waking up at 36. Good morning to Mineral Point as well. Also at 36. Lone Rock joining you with a similar temperature there. I'll tell you that Future Track has been a little underdone. We have more snow shower activity than what Future Track is able to see at this point, but it keeps its snow shower activity going throughout most of the day, going over to rain showers by the time we get you towards lunchtime, and then it's rain showers into the evening before going back over to snow showers overnight tonight and into your morning tomorrow. Tomorrow, we stay in the 30s for your highs into the afternoon. We will not see temperatures move all that much at all. In fact, 38 is about as good as it gets. After the colder air settles in for the weekend, we quickly start to rebound that by Sunday and into early next week as well. And then by the middle of next week, that could be our warmest period before some additional colder air starts to work its way in. Let's talk about it. Here we go. 38 tomorrow, 45 on Saturday, 54 on Sunday. It is 60 on Monday. By Wednesday, we could be at 65, but 44 with a chance of a mix by next Thursday. And then you'll see more days that are into the 40s. A little bit of a stormy setup next week as well. The question is, how far north does the warm front get? It's very possible that we could start off next week where places to our north, such as the Dells or up towards Westfield, could be in the 40s and 50s, while places along the state line could be in the 70s.
Wow, big range there.
Yeah, so when you have that frontal boundary right on top of you like that, it leads to a lot more of an active pattern too.
Okay, we know you're going to keep track of it. Chris Reese, thank you.
My pleasure.
Wisconsin will receive more than $116 million in annual transit funding from the federal government. President Biden and the U.S. Department of Transportation announcing the more than $20 billion in investment in transit projects across the country. It's all thanks to that bipartisan infrastructure law.
Here in Wisconsin, April is now being recognized as Autism Acceptance Month. On the Senate parlor floor yesterday, Senate President Roger Roth, Autism Society affiliates in Wisconsin, and a panel of autistic speakers shared their stories and discussed policy issues affecting individuals and families with autism.
Neurodiversity means that all nervous systems are different. We all have different brains, we have different bodies, we have different needs. We are all special or none of us are. We are all normal or none of us are. Each of us is
Approximately 1 in 44 children in the U.S. is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. The CDC says ASD is a developmental disability caused by differences in the brain. It can be a genetic difference, but other causes aren't yet known.
A reminder this morning, the 2022 Wisconsin Film Festival kicking off today here in Madison. It's returning in person for the first time since 2019. It's going to feature more than 150 films. Organizers say with new movies made in Wisconsin, classic movies from the early ages of cinema, and even international films, there is something for everyone here. The festival runs until April 14th, so you got another week to check it out. You do need a ticket to attend. Unless you're a UW student, you get in for free.
And how about this? Bill Nye the Science Guys coming to the Kohl Center April 25th. He'll host a free talk and a Q&A focusing on climate change and sustainability. The event's open to anyone. You don't have to have an affiliation with UW. You do need to register ahead of time, though. We have put a link to do that at channel3000.com to help you out.
Bill Nye and nostalgia.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I always knew you were a singer.
He's part of my youth growing up.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. But 6:08 now. We don't want any more
I got
singing.
you off guard with the singing.
We're good.
That's
Yes,
my
I gotta recover. Amazing video out of Arizona of a litter of puppies saved from a burning home. You gotta stick around to see that.
And we're live at the Dane County Regional Airport with more on the 3rd annual Flight of Lights when we come back.
Look what $99 a month buys right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. For a limited time only, appliance packages for only $99 a month, plus 60-month special financing with no money down. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Freshen up your home with a new coat of Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint at Menards. It features excellent stain blocking power and durability to stand up to what life throws at it. Get 11% off all Dutch Boy interior paint. We have a selection of over 50 Hunter ceiling fans. Hunter fans create the perfect look for your spaces. Pick up a Hunter Quiet Breeze ceiling fan for $79.99 after sale price and 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
In a world divided by tiny screens, you deserve to be entertained. You deserve a night together with maximum action and endless adventure. You deserve amazing food and actual in-person shopping where you can try something on and not have to mail it back. The answer is simple. The Midwest Horse Fair in Madison, Wisconsin, April 22nd through 24th. Be there.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Look what $99 a month buys at Ashley. Save up to $1,000 instantly on doorbuster mattresses. Get Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattresses for $1 a day. 60-month special financing with no money down. Only at Ashley.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Hey, we got something for you and the family to check out in the 608 this morning. The 3rd annual Flight of Lights.
Josh Brighter's all bundled up. He's live at the Dane County Regional Airport, checking out the display. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. So plenty of time to check out the 3rd annual Flight of Lights. We're right at the entrance of the airport this morning. This is truly a fantastic light display that you've got to check out. This morning, Michael Rickers is with us with the Dane County Airport, and this is the 3rd year you guys have put this on, and this year bigger and brighter than ever, right?
Absolutely. You can see, this is, as you said, the beginning of the show, and it's where it all starts. We encourage people to come out. It's free. It's you stay in the right lane. You go as slow as you want. You can go through as many times as you want and enjoy the full show this year.
This all started in early 2020 when a lot of us, the stay-at-home order, of course. The first responders display you have out here as well. I mean, that was kind of what the whole reason behind this was, right?
It was, right? At the onset of the pandemic, when the safer at home order started, this was one of the few things you could do with your family out of the house that was still safe and following all the rules. So that's how it started, like you said. We have first responders, healthcare workers down a little bit further, trying to honor all the people that really kept the economy going and kept us safe during the pandemic. pandemic.
You know, this has expanded a lot over the last few years. It started pretty small that first year. Now it truly spans the entire length of International Lane.
It really does. It's a full experience right here at the beginning of International Lane at Darwin. It's both sides of the road. You know, you could drive through 3 or 4 times and see something new every time, and we encourage you to, especially bring out the kids. We see smiles on every face that comes through. It's really fun to watch.
You know, what has that community support been for you guys here at the airport in putting this on year after year?
You know, that's really what's kept us going. Like you said, is started the pandemic, but it was the community support and the demand to see it again. They really wanted to see it. It's a great way to come out to the airport, especially when travel was down and people weren't taking those trips, to get out to the airport and do something fun. And now that travel's picking back up, people still wanted it, so we wanted to put it on for them.
So for folks that have not been out here, still plenty of time to check it out, right?
Absolutely. Every night, 7:30 to 11:30 p.m., all the way through April 17th, like you mentioned.
So a couple of more weekends.
Absolutely.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. We appreciate your help this morning, guys. You heard it here. You got a couple of more weekends to check it out. I've got all of those details, including some links up on channel3000.com, guys.
Does it have you wanting to take another trip, Josh? Josh is always up for it.
Oh, it does. We were just talking about that. It's like, I want to jump onto a plane again here. But this is just fantastic. You can tell all the folks that are, you know, that stress of travel, but there's kind of that ease when you pull into the Dane County Airport of seeing all these lights. It's truly remarkable, guys.
Josh Spreiter, not coming to work tomorrow. We all know where he went.
Half kidding.
Sort of. Josh.
Would not surprise us.
We'll see what plane I end up on.
Not a bad day,
Josh.
huh? All right, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured. Wait until he gets back from his impromptu trip, maybe Monday morning.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Me either, not at all. Bring us with, buddy. All right, several Glendale, Arizona police officers are being credited for saving the life of a litter of puppies trapped inside a burning home. Check out this body camera video. It's unbelievable. This happened early Monday morning. An officer using a shovel here to pry open the garage door to rescue the puppies. You can hear them squealing here. Oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking. Along with seeing the flames, so you know how serious this fire was. The officers ran inside to the sounds of those squealing puppies. They managed to locate 7 of them and then used a nearby dog bowl to safely remove them from the burning home and reunite them with their mother.
How incredible is this video?
Oh my gosh, it's just heart-wrenching. I can't imagine Bascom being stuck in our home while it's burning.
Oh yeah, and look how
those
tiny
guys.
those puppies are.
Oh, buddies.
We're glad they're safe. So glad they're safe.
Ditto. All right, 6:16 now. Chris Reese here with your First Warn Weather. You're certified most accurate. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, we're talking about Severe Weather Awareness Week and how you can be prepared for severe weather, specifically if you were away from home as we go throughout today. That being said, if you're away from home, maybe you're in the car, one of the things you need to do is get out of that car. Maybe it's into a nearby sturdy building. If there's no building nearby, get into a ditch or buckle up and get down. But of course, if you're out and about, you're in public buildings, what you want to do is still get into interior rooms and away from windows. This is going to be your best bet. Maybe you're at Target or Walmart or Hy-Vee, these large, expansive grocery stores. To be quite frank, those are very dangerous places to be, but they have safer spots. If you can find a small interior room or your walk-in fridge or freezer, that's going to be your best bet of where you can stay safe if you encounter severe weather while you're out and about. Of course, the best thing you can do is monitor the weather, and if you know that there's severe weather, really rearrange that trip to the grocery store and try to plan it around times where severe weather is not expected. If you're at home, of course, that refresher, the basement is the safest place to be. If you don't have a basement, get into an interior room on the lowest level of your home. Cover yourself with pillows, cushions, and blankets. I often encourage a bike helmet. Even if you're not a biker, have a bike helmet for the sake of severe weather. And then, of course, get out of mobile homes. Those are not safe places to be. Instead, choose to seek shelter in a nearby building. We're watching traffic for you this morning as well. Here's what I'm seeing right now. That's green, and we keep that green not just in Dane County, but in Rock County as well. Most of southern Wisconsin in good shape, but we are tracking the snow moving in. For the most part, roads should generally stay wet.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Time right now is 6:18. The House of Representatives has voted to hold 2 advisors to former President Donald Trump in contempt of Congress. Lawmakers passed the resolution 220 to 203. It refers Dan Scavino and Peter Navarro to the Justice Department for charges. Both men didn't appear for their scheduled depositions with the committee investigating the January 6th Capitol insurrection. The referrals will be sent to the Justice Department which will decide whether to prosecute. The DOJ has already indicted former Trump advisor Steve Bannon on contempt of Congress charges. It's currently reviewing the same charge for former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows.
For the second time in 6 months, oil executives appearing before a House committee on Capitol Hill. Yesterday's hearing was a round-robin blame game, and no matter which way you slice it, Americans are still paying more at the pump. Republicans are blaming the president. Democrats are blasting the oil industry.
You are ripping the American people off, and it must end.
Why is the price of oil coming down, but the price at the pump is still near record highs?
This is the Biden price hike, and it's been a steady climb since he took office.
Lawmakers also put the spotlight on oil industry profits, nearly $77 billion for the 6 companies testifying. Get this, last year, 2 of them, Exxon and Chevron, reported their most profitable year yet since 2014.
Amazon, here we come.
That is the message from President Biden, who expressed his support for Amazon warehouse workers trying to unionize. He was speaking at the National Conference of North America's Building Trades Union. The White House clarified that it will not be involved in the process, and Mr. Biden was simply stating his longtime support for unions. Last week, workers at a New York warehouse voted to join the newly formed Amazon Labor Union. Coming up next, relieving stress with some puppy snuggles.
Can't get enough puppy stories today. And ahead in our next half hour, making sure everyone has equal access to the polls before this November. The issues that cropped up this week.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Cobuson buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Look what $99 a month buys right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. For a limited time only, appliance packages for only $99 a month, plus 60-month special financing with no money down. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Madison Lighting Spring Sale is here for just 5 days with 15% off everyday low prices on every light fixture, ceiling fan, and home accent. You want to shop now. Shop the showroom or shop online. Madison Lighting. Hurry.
Every year, we give our fine Lindt chocolate a very special shape. And when you find the gold bunny, something very special may happen. Something very special may happen.
Surprise, Grandma!
Make Easter moments magical with the Gold Bunny from Lindt.
Even the smallest surprise can make a big memory worthy of passing on. Kinder Joy, treat plus new spring toys. A little surprise goes a long way.
You don't have to love laundry to love Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean. It removes microscopic stains and dirt for a deep, hygienic clean.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
We make sit-down chicken, stand-up chicken, backyard chicken, oops chicken, lots of time chicken, no time chicken. If there's one thing we know, it's chicken, chicken, and chicken. More choices, more wow, more to love. Tyson.
Look what $99 a month buys at Ashley. Save up to $1,000 instantly on doorbuster mattresses. Get Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattresses for $1 a day. 60-month special financing with no money down. Only at Ashley.
Cobuson buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Let's take a look at Timothy's morning. What a nice, colorful picture he sent in, huh?
Quite fluorescent, huh?
Does have some fluorescent vibes to it, especially some of those oranges at the horizon there. Great picture, Timothy. Thanks for sharing it with us. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. Share your morning, and we'll show our favorites on the air.
Okay, with all the stress in this world, there's nothing better than the comfort of animals.
Check this out. Richmond Animal Care and Control out in Virginia held a snuggle day for people who wanted to spend some time with the shelter's newest addition, 7 Pyrenees puppies. Oh, look at those fluff balls there. A lot of inquiries on this. Over 400 people inquired. First priority, though, was given to first responders, healthcare workers, and people who had recently experienced the death of a loved one or they're suffering from depression or anxiety. 52 people in all got a chance to hug some worries away, and by the end of the day, wouldn't you know it, all 7 of those Pyrenees puppies were adopted.
They're so cute.
I love this so much. This is just adorable.
Do I need another dog?
No, but this is just adorable.
Come on, buddy.
You've got to let Bascom just get accustomed to being the only one right now.
Yeah, she's a spoiled only child. Our conversations always turn to Bascom. We just always end up talking about Bascom.
She's the News 3 Now this morning child at the moment.
The snuggle therapy is Bascom, for sure.
Yeah, these puppies look like they're going to get big real quick. I mean,
I want to say
they're
Pyrenees.
mostly hair now, but yeah, I think those are going to be big dogs.
I want to say they get up to like 200 pounds. They're big fellas.
Holy smokes.
They're big. Yeah, you thought Bascom was big. To bring the conversation back to my dog. I
did not realize, because I thought she was huge. Or at least going to be. She seems very tiny right now.
80 pounds right now. Bernese Mountain Dogs get as high as maybe 130, 140. That's pretty heavy for a male burner, but...
I had a black lab growing up who was 126 pounds.
No way.
And it wasn't that he was super overweight. He was just a miniature horse.
My goodness. What dreams are made of right there.
Oh, my God. He was the sweetest, too.
I love
him.
that.
We miss Jack. All right. Weather-wise, we are getting ready to head to the bus stop this morning. And some of us are going to be dealing with the snowflakes as you begin to head out as well. Temperatures are going to be in the 30s. Midday, that starts to mix with rain, and by the afternoon, that is rain. We'll only top out right around 40 into the afternoon. But here's radar. You see that starting to move in from the north and west. Not going to be the biggest deal, but it'll lower visibility for some of us at times. We're going to track this in greater detail at 6:30.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. We hope you can join us for our upcoming event on shoulder pain relief.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Refresh your space now and save up to $1,000. Plus, get special financing up to 36 months. We think you'll love our durable, easy care floors that look beautiful too. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wauwatosa.
I'm over here waiting, looking intensely for a print that I never actually printed, so I don't have to deal with that terrifying pile of invoices.
Intuit QuickBooks helps you easily send your first invoice in 3 steps.
Simple.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
He's turned on working families again. Ron Johnson said no to bringing new jobs to Wisconsin. Now he's supporting the Republican plan that phases out Social Security and Medicare and increases taxes on middle-class families.
Time for Democrat Alex Lasry. Lasry says let's get more money into working people's pockets and cut their taxes. No wonder so many unions say Alex Lasry is the strongest Democrat to beat Ron Johnson.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message. Mirror, mirror on my 5-piece Tremont Queen bedroom set. Who's got the price and value you won't regret?
Bob's Discount Furniture, of course. My complete Tremont Queen bedroom set. Thanks to Bob's Discount, it's only $9.99. Dresser and mirror, chest, queen bed, even a nightstand. Available in 2 finishes, espresso and gray. At Bob's Discount Furniture, you get the quality and value you deserve, even if you like talking to yourself in the mirror. Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee.
Right now, hit and run as police look for the driver. The new pleas for safety on a busy Madison street.
A Mineral Point woman charged in the death of a 4-month-old boy at her home daycare.
And we are tracking snow into the area just as the morning commute is beginning. We have all the details just seconds away.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, this snow is coming to Madison with some bad timing this morning.
Exactly. Just in time for your morning commute. Chris Reese is tracking it all for us in his certified most accurate forecast. Let's get to him to start the morning. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, thankfully, this is not a major winter storm by any means, but nonetheless, you are going to see some lowered visibility moving right into that morning commute, especially the farther to the west you are. I've been watching this upper level low spin around on radar all morning, and we're really seeing some of those snow showers. I want to take a moment and highlight what's happening in Minneapolis right now, because for some of us, this is what we're going to be contending with. But their entire metro being inundated with snow showers right now as their rush hour is ongoing. They're a little bit colder than we are, so they get the slush on the roads. For us, we're a little bit warmer, so that should keep roads wet, but still we're going to deal with some lowered visibility. Viroqua, you've seen the bulk of the snow shower and flurry activity this morning. That's coming out of La Crosse. That's going to continue to move southward towards Soldiers Grove, over towards Boscobel and Richland Center. In fact, Boscobel, the snow showers are knocking on the door for you as we speak. So you take the leading edge, let's put that forward into motion, and here's some of the times that should start to reach your community. Lodi, 6:51, Cross Plains at 6:58, Waunakee at 7:05, Middleton just shy of 7:10 there. That says a lot of folks get ready to head out the door and for your morning commute. So you look at radar, and we don't have snow in Dane County yet, but it's knocking on the door to our north and west. Rock County, you are dry at the moment as well. Already lots of traffic volume on the Beltline at Broadway. It's all moving smoothly though, and the roads are dry for now, but I'm giving the yellow light all day because of wet roads and lowered visibility, even though things should be raindrops as we start to move towards the afternoon. 37 now, the wind chill coming in at 31, headed out the door. All of our temperatures in the 30s. It is 32 in the Dells, by the way. The snow shower coverage should be more than what Future Track is showing. It's a little bit underdone there, but we'll see that go over to rain into the afternoon and then back to snow overnight tonight. And we'll be dealing with those snow showers and flurries throughout most of your Friday as well. By Saturday, we'll start to clear out, highs right around 45, 60. Monday next week, 65 by Wednesday, but we do have the chance to see showers and thunderstorms each and every single day next week. That could wrap up as a mix by next Thursday.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. New this morning, the Adams County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help to find a missing 15-year-old boy.
Jared Anderson was last seen around 4 yesterday afternoon in Del Prairie. He was in a black winter coat, blue track pants, and Nike shoes. According to the Sheriff's Office, he's 5'9" and around 120 pounds. You can see a picture of him right there on your screen. Now, if you have any information on his whereabouts, you should also call that number at the bottom of your screen. That's 608-339-3304. That's the number to get in contact with the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
Also new this morning, police are looking for the driver involved in a hit and run that happened near Edgewood College. Police say that driver was on Monroe Street and hit a person in the crosswalk. That victim was rushed to the hospitals. Doctors say that person will live. The crash, though, bringing some new attention to safety on Monroe Street.
It's frustrating. Honestly, I wish I had rotten eggs or something to throw at the cars that are going way too fast. And when I'm driving on the road, you know, obviously I'm cognizant that other families live here and I'm only going 25. But people get frustrated with me, I know, because I'm only going 25.
Police have not provided any details, though, about a vehicle. They're asking anyone with information to call them at the number on their screen.
New information this morning surrounding the death of Dr. Kelsey Musgrove, UW health surgeon found dead in Iron County over the weekend.
The medical examiner, who's been investigating up in northern Wisconsin, believes the 30-year-old fell to her death while hiking. The Iron County Sheriff's Office believes Musgrove went off the trail at the Potato River Falls, trying to get closer to the river, and while walking along the edge, it appears the ground beneath her collapsed.
A 4-month-old baby is dead in Iowa County, and his daycare provider now facing criminal charges. Prosecutors say Wyatt Hamlin died last month, a week after suffering injuries while in the care of Joanna Ford, who provided daycare services at her home in Mineral Point. Court documents say Wyatt died from a severe traumatic brain injury. Ford is being charged with neglecting a child, resulting in death. The medical examiner's office says abusive head trauma was the cause of his death. Wyatt's case is reportedly ruled as definitive physical abuse of a child. At an initial appearance this week, Ford's attorney requested a preliminary hearing. That is set for the end of May.
Police have arrested a 14-year-old for starting multiple fires at Memorial High School. Video from yesterday shows the teen using a lighter to set a plastic placard on fire while it was attached to a wall. It caused about $150 in damage. This student also accused of setting 2 separate bathroom trash cans on fire at the school last month.
Continuing coverage now. Court records show the man accused of setting fire to his mini home in Madison's homeless encampment had just been temporarily banned from the facility due to his behavior. 37-year-old Jeffrey Jelinski facing charges now of arson and threatening officers stemming from that March 29th incident at the Dairy Drive location. The complaint says after he was banned for a week, he reportedly threw several items outside, including a mini fridge, and then left with a backpack. A few minutes later, the mini home was engulfed in flames. He ended up turning himself in later that day.
The Milwaukee Police Department is taking over an officer-involved shooting investigation that happened in Wauwatosa. 2 police officers shot and injured a 17-year-old yesterday morning. When officers pulled over a vehicle which was reported stolen, they say the teen got out of the car armed with a gun. That's when police say the teen started running towards the officers. The officers then opened fire. At a news conference, the Wauwatosa police chief said the car had been recovered by the family but had not been reported to police.
This is not something that our officers do lightly. We have a serious problem with crime in the greater Milwaukee community, with stolen cars and with too many guns on the streets. This is an unfortunate incident.
One of the officers involved is 34 years old with 8 years of experience. The other is 30 years old with 5 years experience. They're both on administrative leave this morning. The 17-year-old is expected to survive.
A Marquette County deputy fired and arrested for allegedly engaging in sexual behavior with a minor. Officers arrested Travis Biddleman yesterday after a video surfaced of him allegedly trying to solicit that minor. There is an active investigation still ongoing. Authorities say they plan to share more information when it's complete.
Today, the United Nations General Assembly will vote on suspending Russia from its Human Rights Council. It comes in the wake of some horrific images coming out of Ukraine. The U.S. announcing some new sanctions against Russia in response to those images. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky criticizing world leaders, though, who still think that war and war crimes are not something as horrific as financial losses.
6:37 now. After Tuesday's elections, advocates around the state are renewing their efforts to make sure everyone who wants to vote can. News 3 Now spoke with an 89-year-old woman yesterday who almost didn't cast her ballot because she couldn't climb the stairs to get to her polling place.
It's tough enough to get out and vote for some people. We don't need to make it any more difficult for them.
She says there were no signs to direct her, but luckily a man was able to help her find a ramp on the side of the building to get her inside. Barbara Beckert of Disability Rights Wisconsin audits polling locations around the state during each election. She says there needs to be more transparency so this doesn't stop people from voting.
The challenge is that not too many municipalities are proactive in sharing information about A, curbside voting is available for people who need it.
If you or someone you know might struggle to get inside or upstairs at a polling location, when November comes around, know that under state law, polling places have to allow for curbside voting.
To the storms in the south now. Some new video this morning here from Georgia showing a funnel cloud near a lake in the central part of the state. A state of emergency has been declared in Georgia in response to storms that have torn through the region. At least 3 deaths have been linked to the bad weather. These aerials here showing damage in Elabel, Georgia, after an EF3 tornado ripped through. More than 30 tornadoes have been confirmed now in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina.
It is 6:38 on your Thursday. Severe weather awareness continues this week, and so do our chances for snow, including hitting just in time for your morning commute today. Chris Reese is in after the break.
And a bald eagle shot and surviving. The reward being offered this morning.
Plus, we're live in the 608 with the 3rd annual Flight of Lights. How you can check it out for yourself when we come back.
Dylan, how's the cash situation with all the price increases?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Get this sectional for just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Thank you for taking care of Lorenzo.
For a noticeably smooth shave, Dollar Shave Club.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need. At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
Welcome back, Bill.
I'm here for some new tires.
Well, you're in luck. It's our tire savings event, so now's the perfect time. Tires a little worn down?
Why would I do that again? Worn down, exactly, worn down.
Exactly.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Oh, my back.
Hey, Dylan, need a mattress? Well, luckily, Slumberland has a big Sealy sale. Look what you can get for $20 a month. A Sealy Posturepedic mattress and a power base. And you'll pay no interest for 5 years at Slumberland Furniture.
When severe weather strikes, are you prepared? All this week, the First Warn Weather Team, we show you how to prepare for severe storms and tornadoes. Watch First Warn Weather for Severe Weather Awareness Week. Are you prepared?
All this week at 6, only on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now is taking action to keep you on top of the latest breaking news.
Taking action whenever news breaks with a team committed to following developing stories so you'll know all the facts.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608 this morning, we have something for you to check out with your family, the 3rd annual Flight of Lights.
Josh Breider is live at Dane County Regional Airport, fighting that urge to jump on the next flight. We're glad you're with us, Josh.
Hey guys, with these lights, I don't need to go anywhere, right? This is fantastic. Even with daylight right now, they're still shining bright out here along International Lane at the Dane County Airport. You still got a couple of weekends to check it out. This morning, we're lucky enough to have one of the folks who helped put this on year after year, Zach Sweefel, with Tradition Specialty Lighting. And Zach, you know, you have done this since the very beginning back in 2020. You know, what made you guys want to get involved with putting this on every year?
Yeah, so there wasn't much to do when the pandemic started, and the airport's been a great client of ours for years, and when they mentioned they wanted to do something special for the community, we were looking for something too, so we wanted to get on board and really help out with that.
So you guys have expanded this year after year. You know, you've added a lot of lights on. Now you can see we've, of course, got all of the Wisconsin sports behind us right here. You got to have them, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, first and foremost, we wanted to start out by honoring the first responders and healthcare workers, but we're like, this is a big space to cover, so what else can we do? And we wanted to represent our Wisconsin sports. There's a lot to be proud of, so.
Yeah, and you mentioned, that support for our first responders, our healthcare heroes. You can see on the other side of International Lane right here, the hearts, the hope. A lot of that did start, and a lot of that still rings true even today, 2 years later.
For sure. Yeah, we felt that it was important, pandemic or not, really honor those people that are willing to step up and help us.
What kind of manpower does it take to be able to pull something like this off, especially this year because it is so big?
Yeah, it's a big effort. It takes, on average, 8 to 12 of our crew members about a month to pull this off. Somewhere around 1,000 man hours.
So no easy task. It takes some time.
Yeah.
You were mentioning to me a little earlier, but, the holiday season is usually the busiest time for you. But this has to be pretty special for you to really do at any time, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, lighting in general for us is a labor of love. So, like you said, we're busiest around that Christmas time frame, but to be able to do something unique like this is really an honor.
And the community is really what you're here for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, very good, Zach. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
Very well done here.
Appreciate it.
Nice work. Of course, if you want to check it out for yourself, guys, it runs through April 17th, 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. every night. You can see it here along International Lane, guys. Of course, daylight now, a little bit harder to see, but if you want to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com. I've got all of the links right there for you.
Really, really cool family opportunity here. If you got the travel bug, you don't even have to leave town.
There you go. The lights look great. Josh, thanks for showing them to us this morning. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@wisc-tv.com.
6:45 now. When severe weather strikes, you know what you do maybe at home, school, or even in the office.
But what if you're outside or at a large event in a crowd?
If you are wondering what to do when you're already at some venue outside, chances are you don't have too many good alternatives.
Dane County Emergency Management says the best way to avoid that scary fate is just simply know the forecast. If bad weather is expected, the best thing to do is stay home where it's safe. Chris Reese always calls this being weather aware. He's always taking care of us, giving us some great advice, especially this week, this Severe Weather Awareness Week, Chris. We appreciate your help.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. One of the other things I always say is be proactive, not reactive when it comes to the weather, and that's exactly what we want to help you to be this week. That being said, here's some other tips. If you are going to be out and about and you encounter severe weather, if you're in a vehicle, get out of it and into a nearby sturdy building, if at all possible. But that's not always the case, and it's not always possible. So for your last resort, you want to get low into a ditch or buckle up and get down. But the reality is riding out severe weather in a vehicle is just one of those tough things to do. Public buildings, you're out and about, you're downtown, get inside interior rooms and away from windows. And of course, if you're in a large store like a Target, a Walmart, a Hy-Vee, find the small room or that walk-in fridge or freezer. That's going to be your best bet. Of course, when you are at home, that center of the basement is best. When you don't have a basement, it's that interior room or closet on the lowest level. But of course, cover yourself and get out of mobile homes altogether. Mobile homes are not safe places to be. We are in the meantime tracking snow this morning. A lot of this to our north and west is going to be moving towards town as we speak. That should be at the Madison airport by the time we get you towards 7:30, 7:35. That's over downtown. 7:50 or so, you're starting to arrive towards Oregon. But all of this moves in as we go throughout the morning in your commute.
All right, Chris Reese tracking it for us this morning. Thanks, Chris. A $3,000 reward is being offered this morning to find the person who shot a bald eagle in Dunn County last week. This happened near Colfax, north of Eau Claire. The Raptor Education Group, which is offering the reward, says the eagle was likely hit with bird shots while in mid-flight and had over 20 shots in her body. As of this weekend, the eagle was said to be in critical condition.
An opportunity to get your hands on a local book featuring a Rock County icon. The book, titled Disassembled, features the old General Motors plant in Janesville. Former state senator Tim Cullen released it. He held a book signing last night.
The same week that we were over there making a pitch to keep this plant open, their CEO was in Washington with the Bush administration trying to get a $25 billion bailout so they could keep the doors open. So you can see their problems were bigger than keeping one plant open.
In this book, for the first time, Cullen tells the inside story of how and why the plant closed, what it means for the future, not just for Janesville, but cities across America. All proceeds from the book will go toward the Janesville Multicultural Teacher Scholarship that Cullen had established. 6:48 on your Thursday. Coming up in the morning sprint, the Wisconsin DNR revealing how they've safely handled the avian flu outbreak in Jefferson County.
If you've got a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC.
Things were really starting to turn worse for my mom. They basically said, that's all we can do.
Right to try is hope when there is no hope.
We had done research on the Zysami. Apparently it was still in stage 3 clinical trials.
She couldn't have that medication unless it was for the Right to Try Act and Senator Johnson's work.
This is 3 days after the treatment, and you can see the difference. You know, without the efforts of Senator Johnson, my mom wouldn't be here today.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-6947. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-6947.
Even the smallest surprise can make a big memory worthy of passing on. Kinder Joy. Treat plus new spring toys. A little surprise goes a long way. Incoming! You don't have to love laundry to love Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean. It removes microscopic stains and dirt for a deep, hygienic clean.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night, your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 77 years. And during our 77th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $77. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wauwatosa Furniture ETC.
Here for you in a heartbeat. SSM Health, Heart and Vascular Care.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We're learning how a UW health surgeon died while on a hiking trip up in northern Wisconsin. According to the Iron County Sheriff's Office, crews found Kelsey Musgrove's body on Sunday. She was partially buried in a steep clay bank along the Potato River. They believe Musgrove went off the trail at the river falls, trying to get closer to the water. While walking along the edge, it appears the ground beneath her collapsed. The autopsy showed Musgrove died moments after that fall.
Madison police are looking for a driver involved in a hit and run. It happened near Edgewood College yesterday. Officers say a person was in the crosswalk on Monroe Street when they were hit. That person was rushed to the hospital, should survive. Police have not provided any details, though, about a vehicle involved.
A daycare provider in Iowa County is officially under arrest this morning in the death of a 4-month-old boy. Joanna Ford was providing daycare services at her home in Mineral Point. Court documents say Wyatt Hamlin died from a severe traumatic brain injury. Ford is now charged with neglecting a child, resulting in death.
The Wisconsin Veterans Museum in Madison has a unique exhibit going on right now. The Souvenirs of Service display showcases items collected by Wisconsin service members from war. One-of-a-kind pieces featuring Items from the Civil War area all the way to today. Items include dolls, photographs, and clothing. Each souvenir is presented with its own backstory, too. The exhibit will be on display through the end of the year.
Opening day for Major League Baseball is here. While they aren't returning to AmFam quite yet, the Brewers will be taking part in their first game since October. They're in Chicago to play the Cubs for the first series of the year. It's the very first game of the Major League season, first pitch at 1:20.
U.S. Senate will hold a final confirmation vote today on Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination to the Supreme Court. They previously said they'd do it by the end of the week before the Easter recess. She is expected to be confirmed, which would make her the first black woman to sit on the nation's highest court.
UW system officials are sending a survey to students at all 13 public universities about their thoughts on free speech rights. Questions include what they know about the First Amendment, whether they see problems with the lack of diverse viewpoints, and whether they've ever been sanctioned or punished for exercising their free speech rights. The survey will remain open until May 6th.
The DNR is making sure the birds being composted after an outbreak of avian flu will not have any impact on groundwater. They say that the bird compost will be mixed with sawdust and then surrounded by more than a foot-thick layer of material to form a shell, and that should keep any water from coming into contact with the birds. The DNR says that people in Jefferson County, though, with private wells, should still test them regularly.
The U.S. and its allies announcing some new sanctions against Russia amid rising civilian deaths in Ukraine. Mariupol's mayor estimates more than 5,000 of the city's residents have been killed since the start of the invasion. Ukrainian officials say Russian troops have repeatedly and intentionally attacked non-military targets across the country.
Scientists say they're finding microplastic particles in the lungs of living people. They've been found in ocean, drinking water, soil, air, and food, but this is the first time they've been detected in living lungs. Microplastics come from plastic in the environment when it shears into tiny pieces. They found 12 different types of plastic embedded in the lungs. The health consequences are still unknown.
President Biden signing a sweeping bill into law on Wednesday that will overhaul the U.S. Postal Service's finances and allow the agency to modernize its service. The changes would save the USPS nearly $50 billion over the next decade.
I'm tracking snow moving into the area this morning. A lot of this mainly to our north and west as of now, gradually pushing its way farther to the south and east. In some cases, it's a lower visibility, especially to our north and west right now. Because of that lower visibility, you're going to get the yellow light when it comes to your commute. Otherwise, planning the day, look for us to warm up over to rain by the time you get you towards midday. It'll be rain into the rest of our afternoon and evening. This is the Beltline at Broadway right now. Everything moving along smoothly with no major issues there. Again, though, the yellow light for lowered visibility and wet roads if it's raining later on this afternoon.
Chris Reese keeping track of that snow for us.
Yeah, and that could time out, what, here in Madison in the next
45 minutes to an hour. Yep.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Thursday. We'll be back here tomorrow morning.